Hey everyone, and welcome back to Art for Kids Sunday. Today we're going to learn how to draw Kirby, the lovable pink character from the popular video game series. So let's get started today. I have my Toga mechanical pencil for our sketch. Have our eraser in case we need to clean up some lines or maybe correct any mistakes. I have a pink color for Kirby. I have a red. I have a blue. I have a kind of a maroon color. It's kind of a cross between a red and a purple. And then I have our black for our outline. And for the shine in the eyes, I have my zebra white paint pen. So without further ado, let's put this stuff to the side and let's get started on Kirby. So the first thing we want to do is make a circle in the middle of your paper here. So you see how big do I want Kirby? I'm going to make them pretty big. So just make a circle here in the center of your paper. If you'd like to get some kind of circle that you can use, like a cup or something like that, to make your circle perfect, that's fine too. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is let's put in his eyes, and they're going to be some ovals. So let's do, they're going to be kind of long too, some long ovals. So maybe like that for one, and then we'll put another one right here next to it. I think that's good. So the thing is, you want to try to make them where they're even, and this one looks like it's a little bit higher than the other one, so I'm going to cut the top of that off. So about like that. Okay, the next thing we want to do is put in his mouth. So this is going to be kind of a rounded upside down triangle. So for the top is kind of like that, and then rounded like that. I think that's good. Okay, and then just put a little line going across here in the back, about like that. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is put in where his little rosy cheeks will be. So we're going to put in maybe a little oval right here. And we'll do another oval right there for his cheeks. Okay, let's get his arms in, which is going to be pretty simple. To just kind of half ovals, I guess you would say. So one going up like that, and then we'll have one coming down like that. So quite an easy arm to make. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is put in his legs. Or maybe he doesn't have legs, right? Maybe we should call him feet. So his feet is kind of big. So we're going to make another oval like we did for his arm. And we're going to do another one down here. Try to make them about the same size. We don't want Kirby having one big foot and one little foot. That wouldn't look right, would it? I think that sketch is good. I like that. So now what we can do is start cleaning up some of these lines. So I'm going to kind of put in where I want this circle to be. So I'm going to get out my Mount Fuji eraser. If you guys are interested in the tools that I use, I'll put a link down below where you could go get these for yourself if you want to use the same ones that I have. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, you could use anything. All right. I think this is maybe going to come up about right there. So let me take out all of these. Take out that center one right there. I mean, it doesn't have to be a perfect circle. Okay, and maybe take that line out. All right, I think I've taken enough out. to give me an idea of where things are going to be. So the next step is we're going to get into coloring. So I guess we should start with the pink first, since that's going to be the main part. So let's start coloring his body, his arms, but not his eyes and his mouth and his feet. We're going to leave those separate. So let's get that started. And as usual, I'm probably going to speed this up because you guys don't need to see me color this whole thing in. And if you need to pause the video while you do your coloring, you can do that. And then let's pick back up when you're finished. Okay, we're back. We finished our pink color in. So let's do, let's say, how about the feet? Let's get that done right now. And I am going to use this reddish purple that I told you that I took out. So it's going to be a little bit different than the pink. So we'll be able to tell his feet are a different color. I kind of went outside the line there, so I'm going to take that off. That's a good thing about colored pencils. We can always use a regular eraser to get rid of what we mess up. Okay, there's one foot. Let's get this one in. Here we go. I think that's good. Okay, what can we do next? Let's get maybe those rosy cheeks in. So I'm going to use a red for this one because we've already done the pink in the body. And I'm just going to do it really lightly. I'm not going to really push real hard. Just enough to know that there's a rosy cheek in there. And these rosy cheeks, you could choose to put a black line around them if you like. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. We might just leave it like it is. Okay, that's good. Next thing I want to do is the inside of the mouth here. So the bottom part under the line that we made across, I'm going to do in red. And then the top part, we're going to do the same color that we use for his feet. So the darker reddish purple color. Okay, I think that's good. The next thing we want to do is, let's do the eyes. Now the bottom portion of his eyes are going to be blue. So what we want to do is we want to make a kind of curve in the bottom of the eye. That's going to be the blue part. So I'm going to color in that blue part right here. So that's going to be kind of a little bit down from this exact center of the eye. Okay, so that's going to be his blue eye, and then the top portion of that's going to be in the black. Okay, that looks good. Now let's go ahead and get in our black outline done. So we can go around the eyes one more time and just push a little bit harder, or go over it a little bit more, which is going to put that heavier black line around his eyes. And that's good like that. Let's do the body now. The arms I've placed behind the body, so you're going to go ahead and continue your circle through the arm. So kind of like that. Same thing for the feet. We're just going to continue that circle around. Okay. And now we're going to do the arm. And this one down here. And then the feet. That looks good. All right, let's get his mouth outlined. Okay, and we can do kind of a thin black line that separates that. Let's see if I do really light around these rosy cheeks, if they make them stand out a little bit more. That's fine. Okay, now for our final step is I'm going to use my white zebra paint pen to do the shine in the eyes. Let's see if we can get these paint coming out. All right, and we're going to make just a little white oval in the top of the eye. Oops, that one turned out to be a little bit bigger than I wanted. Let me see if I can get a tissue and pick up some of this without making this bigger than it needs to be. Right? So one thing about these paint pens, also if you've ever worked with Posca markers before, they're the same way. You really can't control how much paint comes out. And I did another Kirby drawing with Posca markers before, and I'll put a link in the top of this video so you could go take a look at that one too. So 2 little shiny eyes in there, and that is going to complete our Kirby. I hope you enjoyed this drawing tutorial, and I'd love to see the artwork that you did if you put it on Instagram. Get your parents to help you, and tag it with the hashtag #ChamelDoesArt, and also Art for Kids Sunday, and I'll be able to take a look and comment on your drawings. So with that, if you haven't subscribed, please do so and hit the bell icon so it will give you a notification of when we upload new videos. And with that, I'll see you next Sunday. Take care, guys.